Alright guys, I'm going to try and make this video quick. Today we're going to be working on a shelf elf. Alright, so for the shelf elf you will need a white 260 or a white 160. I'm using a 260 for the video. A red 260, a skin colored 260. That can be tan, brown, whatever color you want your elf to be. And then I'm using two red 160s. Or if you're good with your balloon management, you can do it with one 160. So we're going to start with the body. So I have here my red 260. I blew it up about a foot long, but you're only going to need about 8 inches or so. Now to start, we're going to do two very small ear twists up here at the very top. Just like that. Next, we're going to do about a 3-inch body. And then at the very bottom, about 2.5 inch ear twists. So you should have something like this. Next, we're going to take one of the 160s to make the legs. So we're going to do about a 4-inch bubble. Two very small ear twists. These will kind of act as the knee joint area. Allows the elf to be a little bit more posable. There you go. Then about another 2-inch bubble to the upper part of the leg. And that gets twisted in right here at the base of the two bigger ones. And now I found it's better if you do two small ear twists up here. Position one in the front and one in the back. That way you'll be able to position the legs a little better. And then do the other leg. So do the other 2-inch section. The other 2 ear twists. And then you have the last 4-inch section. Okay, so after breaking off the excess 160 and removing the excess 260, this is about what you should have. When you break off the excess 260, save about a 2-inch bubble or so at the end. We're going to use that later. Now, if you're good with your time with your balloon management, the excess 160 you had from the legs could be used. But I'm just going to use a fresh one to show you. Arms are very easy. All you need are 2 more small ear twists at the beginning of the balloon. And then about a foot-long space in the middle. And then 2 more ear twists at the end. So 2 at the beginning, about a foot-long space, and then 2 more ear twists at the end. And whatever's left can be gone. So here's what the arms look like at the moment. Very, very simple, very straightforward. Find the middle, and give it a quick twist, and that goes in at the very top of the body, right around the other 2 ear twists. So here's where we're at so far. Next, we're going on to the head. All you need is your flesh colored, your skin color, whatever color you want your elf to be, and the leftover red. This is all that I have left. I trimmed it down a little bit. You're going to tie the 2 knots together, and then you do a tulip twist down into the head. Alright, so here's about what you have, what you should have. You want to make sure that the head is maybe just a little bit smaller than the hat, the red part. Twist it off. Make sure it's not going anywhere. Go ahead and get rid of the excess flesh colored. And then we're going to twist it in to top right here. So once you get the head twisted on, this is where you should be, right about here. All that's left now is the white balloon. Now I've already got mine pre-made. Using your white balloon, you need to make 2 small, about 1-inch ear twists. These will go on the hands. Get your hands twisted in there. Make sure they're secure but not too tight. Next, you need about 2-inch, very, very loose bubble like this. Tie the front to the back. This will be the extra part of our Santa hat that the little guy's gonna wear. Once you've tied the front and the back, you should have something like this. Just put it on around his hat, put it at the base of the hat, and position it so it looks something like that. Now, the final bit of your white balloon only need 2 or 3 inches. You're going to take and you're going to do 4, 5, or 6, depending on how big you make them, very small bubbles. I'm actually going to make, I think, 5, not call it good. You're going to stick these around your little guy's neck and tie the knot to the end of the stiff bubble here. Here's a little white thing around the neck. That's supposed to be his collar, but some people think it looks like a beard, and they say it looks like a beard, let them think it's a beard. So now we're going to do the face of our elf. I've got paint pens here. I got black, white, blue, gold, and pink. You use other colors if you want. I'm going to start with black for kind of the base. We're going to do 2 kind of lines for the eyes, nose, smiley face, eyebrows, and cheeks. Kind of like that to start. Looks almost like Tintin, doesn't it? Next, you're going to take blue and just do along one side of the eye, of each eye. Like that, if you can see it. Next, while the blue's drying, I'm going to take pink and fill in the cheeks right here and right there. A little rosy look. Next comes white, which goes on the other side of the blue. And then finally, we use the black. The black's going to go around the blue and the white, creating the rest of the eye. And you use some eyelashes. There you go. So there's the face of the elf. And I said gold. Now the gold is, if you want to, you can use some hair. You can use gold, brown, black, whatever. Just a quick little thing up top, around the back, to give your little shelf elf a quick look. Alright, so there we have our elf. Now I mentioned earlier about making sure the white hands were secure. Here's why. Put the hands together, you give them kind of a half turn, just enough to lock them. You get this kind of effect. Next, take the legs, make sure the knees are kind of pointing up, stick them up between the arms. You get the elf in a nice little sitting position, kind of like all the elves usually sit to start out with. Anyway, there's my shelf elf. Hope you all enjoy this video, and let me know in the description if you liked it or whatever you think.